All right, y'all, we got another video. This one isn't going to be a step-by-step because it's our first time doing it. So we kind of just did it. Well, we didn't finish it. We got it apart so we can now show y'all kind of what's going on with it. 2010 Ford F250 gas burner. It's a 5.4 liter V8. Had a bad oil leak, and the common issue, what we found out to be, was the oil filter housing gasket was leaking. My brother's got the gasket right here in his hand.
I was trying to look and see if we can tell where it went bad, but I guess you see a little bit of inconsistency in some of it, you know. And it's a little flatter right here than what it is on this other side. But
so we got to looking, and I'll climb under here real quick. Most of our oil, or all, well, what we were thinking where the oil was coming from was right by that power steering pump. Right underneath that power steering pump right there. Seeing we got the housing off. So we knew that that gasket was more than likely our trouble. We have oil everywhere, and it just had an oil change. Company vehicle, the guys take it to Jiffy Lube, get an oil change. Jiffy Lube don't tell you what's really going on. So if you see back up right there, that's your power steering pump, right? You can take that off and make it a little bit easier on yourself. We struggle, but we got a lift, so it kind of made it a little easier. Some things you want to do before you get in here is drain your coolant. Your coolant is going to come out. It is going to make a mess. Like I said, we're in a shop, so we were able to channel that coolant down into a bucket using a funnel. But you definitely want to get that out. To see your bolt holes, you can kind of see what's going on. If I get past that damn thing, kind of showing you, if you want to know where your bolt holes are on this thing.
yeah, because there's two of them.
Those two right there, far top left, is the ones he's about to tell you about. You do have to take both of those out.
Yes, you do.
In total, I think we counted, what, 8? There's 1, 2, 3 up there by that.
Right here.
4. There's 4 surrounding that gasket.
Yeah.
There's those 2 in line. There's 1 back this way a little bit. So
And then one right all underneath the bottom.
you got 1 there, 2, 3, and where was that 4th one? Oh, down here at the bottom.
It's 3
And
on the cab side.
4's right.
On,
4's right there.
yeah, it's 3 on the cab side and 1 on the engine side, just like
Yeah. So that's those 4 that holds that gasket and everything on. You also have these 4 here. You've got that stud. You got 1 right there, and you've got that one, and you've got that one. So in order for us to be able to do this, this is what we got going on. With the going across the jack, and then this jack lifted up, place a plate in there just to get that little bit extra. What we did, we maxed out our jack, lowered it back down on top of the motor mount that we already had unbolted. So you have to unbolt this, and your motor mount separates in the middle. This is the part that goes to the motor, correct? Oops, wrong button.
Yeah, your bottom piece that goes on the, it's right here.
Yeah, that goes into the motor, so which will bolt into that oil filter housing right here.
Yeah,
And
this goes down, I think it was this way on the side like this, and then this one.
yep,
here.
that's exactly right. That's exactly right.
It took a while to get this out.
It took a while to get that out. That was the biggest pain in the butt, was getting all that motor mount out, because they make it to where you don't have any room.
If you don't get it out, you ain't taking the rest of it apart.
That's exactly right. That motor mount has to come out first before you do anything. So again, I'm sorry we couldn't record this whole thing, but it was a pain in the butt. It took both of us switching on and off. But we did drain the oil out of it because we're going to do an oil change anyway. Not saying you have to. It probably would be down inside that oil pan enough.
More outside.
But mainly coolant poured out everywhere. So like I said, man, it's not an easy job. If it's something that you don't have a lift and you're doing it by yourself, I would suggest you take it to somebody and get it done. And if you're going to do so, go to Ford and buy you a motor mount in the process. We called O'Reilly's. They do not sell one. Our O'Reilly's don't anyway. And that one looks like it's about time to be changed, but we don't have a choice. We got to put it back in there, which it's still, Chuck's got 200-something thousand miles on it. We won't be having it for this company very much longer anyway. So that is it, guys. Old gasket. We do have a new gasket somewhere right here. Part number from O'Reilly's is 70801.
Thanks, Chris.
Oil filter, right? Oil filter adapter gasket. So that's it. How long do you think it took us to do this, Brad?
Let's do a stop, probably about 3 hours.
Of total working on.
Total working time, probably an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Because we sat and waited for drain time. Hey.
Yeah, we did wait for drain time and all that shit. So, but that is it, fellas. So now I guess we're gonna have to. What my plan of attack is, taking that gasket and putting it up there on that manifold. Not manifold, damn it. Oil filter housing adapter, whatever you want to call it. Putting it up there with a bolt inside that adapter. Put the gasket on there. Try to get two of the easier bolts, like the bottom one and maybe the top one. Now, Ford did, before I let y'all go, Ford does have, still shitty, but there's a little hole right here in this cross member that you can see some of them bolts that you got to take out, as you can see from the video right here. Those two right there and that one, or those 3 volts right there, I say. So that's it. Like I said, you can take off your power steering pump if you want to, make it a little easier on you. We try not to do extra that we don't have to do, because we know that power steering is gonna be a pain in the butt to get off and back on. So that's it. Maybe oops, let me get out my underneath here. If we have another one of these trucks that we have to do another one of these or something like that, or a motor mount or something, we will be able to do a start to finish video on. Just sucks that we couldn't do it before, man. It's too great. This truck's had an oil leak for a long time, 200-something thousand miles. It's pretty oily under here. Touching our phone or camera and stuff with that, to do that's a little bit pain in the butt. So maybe next time, since we have a little idea. Sorry about those lights in the background. My boss thinks we need LED lights everywhere, including on the wall. Look at all them lights you've got. It's brighter than the sun in here. You don't have no problems in. And then we also have, oh, I tried to show you that light that's above me. We also have that light that folds down, so it helps too. But anyway, like I said, man, we get down to it. If there's a chance that we can do a video the next time, we sure will. Hope this helps, because I looked all over the internet, could not find a video anywhere. So I kind of hope this helps y'all. It'll probably help myself in the future. If I have to do another one, I might have to watch my video. Anyway, y'all be safe out there.